Hi, Sophie. How are you?
Hi, Scott. Pretty good. How are you? Look, I can see your cat in the background. That's pretty cool.
That's my dog.
Oh, it's your dog. Oh,
That's my
sorry.
dog, Tarzan. No, it's okay. Nice to meet you. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
So, I feel bad because you didn't get to experience the Sundance reaction in person. You had to settle for the virtual one. But all things considered, I feel like this was one of the big breakout hits of Sundance. So I was wondering if you can share your reaction to the initial reaction.
It was so fun. I feel very lucky that I've been to Sundance a few times, and so I know what it's like there. But I've certainly never had the kind of like reaction that we had to this movie. And it was exciting, but it was weird not to be in the snow having it, like I was getting calls in the middle of the night, like, oh, there's people that want to buy the movie. You've got to get on the Zoom. And but I would find I would be doing press or talking to audiences or talking to buyers, and it'd be really, a lot of adrenaline. And then I'd turn it off and I'd be like, oh, shall I do the dishes? Or, like, oh, should I get out of my pajamas? And just like we've all had through the kind of pandemic years, it's a weird, incongruous, like, moment of experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. This was like the second year in a row that like films that, like Coda premiered also at Sundance, and like
Yeah.
it didn't get a proper premiere, so to speak, of like what it used to be like at Sundance, and it went on to win, awards. And I really
Yeah.
do see this movie kind of following that path in terms, especially for Emma.
I know. I mean, it was such a privilege and a delight for me to work with Emma. And I love that audiences also see that, because I think inherent in the idea, I just thought it was so perfect. I wanted to watch Emma do this role, like, um, and and I love being able to watch her sort of show the breadth of what she can do, and like really go to some places where it's like stripped back, where her true skill is really on show.
Yeah. So I would love to know. Can you talk a little bit about how this script landed in your hands?
I was just sent this email from our sales agent saying there's a script, that we think you should read. And it's about a woman who wants to have good sex for the first time in her life. And so she's hired a sex worker to do that. And it's all set in one room, and Emma Thompson's going to play the woman. And I mean, I just wanted to read it instantly. I think I opened it straight away, like, and it's bristling, it's funny. Like, it was a very early draft, it was a short draft, and there was much less of it than there is now. And but Emma's voice was really in my mind reading it, and I could just see her physically doing it. And I could see that, just being in one room would be really exciting, just working with actors and thinking about how they interact with each other. So I straight away was on calls with everybody, sort of trying to see if where I wanted to go with it was what they wanted. Because that's the thing, as a director, you need to know that what you are going to do is what everybody wants. Otherwise, you shouldn't do it. And they were up for it. So then we just got working.
So Emma was already attached. Was Daryl already attached too?
No, Daryl came on really late. We were already in Norwich preparing to shoot. And he came in only a few weeks before we shot.
Wow. How did you find him? Because I mean, he really is like, this guy's going to have a very long career after seeing him in this movie.
Yeah, I agree. We just found him through a really regular casting process, but we had an opportunity to be looking for actors that may not have had the chance to do these kind of roles, because we had Emma in the other role. And so we started to see all these great actors who were working, but we might not know very well. And he was one of them. And honestly, we loved his material so much. And then when we met him, the chemistry between Emma and him was really solid. They felt really supported and safe, and you could see how well they would work together and physically work together as well. And he was very good as an actor, of course, because he couldn't have done this. But he also just has a real gentleness and a generosity. And I could see the role just opening up a little bit into something that I was really interested in. So I felt really thrilled to have him on, and that he managed to like really be able to show what it is that he can do.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much. They're telling me to wrap, but hey, it was lovely talking to you. And I'm sure this is not going to be the end of the conversation. We'll probably be having some of these later in the year around December or January.
Oh, thanks. It's great to talk to you.
Take care. Have a great one.